let's kick this off right. Of course, with my mouth full.
Oh, hey.
Pulling in anchors.
It's always a good way to start.
Yep. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the new digs. Still under construction, basically. Like, big time. Still under
You'll
construction.
get there.
We got one hell of a mess going on. But this is the back. This is the new studio room. It's well away from everybody else up front, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad as far as noisy for the rest of the folks in the house, like the other place was. I'm in the back 40.
Yes, you are.
Sorry, Zolt. we are in the regular studio application. We are back to normal.
Yeah, as his hand disappears, and it's just a fucking roof. Wait, are we playing this word Zolt again? Shit.
Wait, what? What? Huh?
Are we playing this word Zolt? Because he's got that backdrop. Is he in a hotel? Is he at home? Where's he at?
Play the game.
I was going to say, my green screen is not up. In fact, it's sitting right here.
Well, explain to them what
it was amazing to get the desk together today.
Well, explain to them what you have to do, though, because this green screen is going to be a lot longer than the last one.
Yeah, the other green screen, when I had the design on the wall, it just matched perfect. Zolt's like, yes, we are back with the new regular toys. Yes, sir, we are. No, the one green screen when it was behind me, amongst the design layout, this wall is a lot bigger than the other wall at the other house. It is a lot larger, so there will be much more to fill. And trust me,
I didn't realize you used a green screen.
Yeah, if you go back and you'll see the dueling previous videos, and you'll see the dueling aces over my left shoulder. Mm-hmm. That's all on the green screen. And I actually would change it up for the different shows. When we do Barking Idiots, it has Barking Idiots behind me. When we did the Perfect 10, it has the Perfect 10 behind me. So, yeah, I actually had a green screen amongst the sports stuff on the wall.
Yeah, it was
just a small, it was a little square, and it just had, so it wasn't completely covering the back wall.
It wasn't even completely unfolded. It was just, I folded it and had it in the small corner.
Got it. Now I understand.
Yeah, it was actually in a corner. So, yeah, now there is a lot more wall behind me. A lot. But I have plenty to fill it with, so, it'll be fun decorating the studio.
It looks like a smaller room.
It is smaller than what the other one was. It truly what it is. But this was pretty much the only way the desk was fitting in here. So I have this giant wall behind me, which is it's about 10 feet. So I have a lot of wall space to fill, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Not whatsoever. And like I said, the green screen will be unfolded, so I'll tinker with that too.
Hiding under you.
It'll be fun. But that will also take a couple of weeks to sort out as well. So it'll be several weeks before it will probably be officially ready.
My son's at war with the bulldog,
I'm not at war. I'm just laughing.
losing.
trying to get.
Dog.
Oh yeah, because he's stronger. The bulldog's stronger than him.
No, it's the way he's just laying. Don't do it, Chewy.
I think I'm gonna invite my brother to poker. He can replace
Which one?
Doug.
Doug's going to be there.
Doug's gonna be at poker.
Yep.
Is he gonna be there for the draft too, or is it just the poker?
Yes, he is.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. How's he doing?
He's doing pretty good. He's hanging in there. He's doing pretty good.
That's good. We're having a drive-by bulldog.
Oh, bulldog to the face.
No, he missed.
That's what she said.
He almost outweighs Gabriel now. It's not saying much, but he does.
Right. Hey, Adam, you're not the only one with this going on, by the way.
You still a little shit.
I actually have Train also nearby.
Well, I guess we'll find. He muted himself. You're talking while being muted, but
There you
thank
go.
you.
Taking all these fucking headphones, these goddamn iPad fucking or iPods or pieces of shit. They already fucking went out after I charged them all fucking day. Now these fucking things won't hook up. It's like Jesus Christ. But no, you're gonna get it first. So then I know once you get a train that it's coming my way next.
This is very true. I didn't have this problem before, but as I was literally starting up the computer, I heard the train and I'm going, uh-oh, I get train alert now.
Mine are gonna be louder because I'm outside.
Yours still will be louder than mine. Mine is about 700 feet from me, roughly.
No shit.
I saw your post. What was you thanking? Who were you thanking in the post?
A lot of people. A lot of people who helped pretty much with a lot of everything during this. From literally finding the place to go to, people who help with the move in one shape or form of another, and other people who took Bryce while we were moving things and kind of kept him occupied and had him stay over, at their place for the day, for the afternoon, while we kept doing the mini moves throughout this whole process. So I was thinking a lot of people.
Anybody notice that George's lips are moving in but the volume is not going along with what he's saying?
No, I didn't notice that.
Really?
Like you look like yes, you look like one of the Chinese Asian animation where with subtitles. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, that exactly.
It's the delay on the computer.
It's like I can hear what see. Clearly, because you just did it again.
Suds, you are blurring out bad.
Well, my computer's a piece of shit anyway, so it doesn't surprise me.
Suds' internet connection, maybe?
It's possible. And I look like I always do on my side. I don't know what's going on.
Did the dog lick the camera?
No, he has to be picked up in order to reach the computer. He's very short. I should have named him George.
Well, that didn't take long.
So you're not gonna boot him already, are you?
No, he ain't getting out of this crap that easily. Come on.
I have to try harder. Top 12 most annoying fan bases.
Number 7 is horseshit.
That is total BS.
Okay. being on this show, no, it isn't.
You're actually too low. I would say 7. 7 should go all the way up to number 4.
And I'll be perfectly honest. I don't find Packers fans annoying. I just find their quarterback annoying.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with Green Bay fans, Kansas City fans, Giants fans. Cleveland should be ahead of all of them.
Well, I think you need to pick a fucking team so that way we can put you at the number 1 of the fucking list because the way you complain about everybody in Cleveland and Detroit. But you don't have a
Actually, I just said I don't complain. I don't have any problems with. So I'm not complaining about Green Bay or Kansas City or New York.
No,
They have it absolutely right on Dallas. Dallas actually should be number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Dallas as number 1.
I saw a comment where they said 1, 2, and 3 are kind of all interchangeable.
Well, number 2, I mean,
they're just mad because they won all the fucking time, and they're still making the playoffs without Tom Brady.
well, I have to live with a number 2, so I plead the 5th. My wife is in the other room.
Is she still a New England fan without Tom?
Yes.
Wow, well, good for her.
So no, I will not be calling her annoying. Russ, you're right. The Steelers are definitely not on that list, and they should be. They should be big time.
Yeah, I think that's just personal, though.
Ooh,
See, I skipped that one because we're just talking.
Oh yeah, I noticed how you missed that one. Yeah,
This was professional, not college.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the college, Ohio State would be number 1.
No.
Notre Dame would be number 1.
No, yeah, I was going to say Notre Dame.
Yeah, I was going to say Notre Dame would be number 1.
Would Texas be on that list?
No.
I think Texas has fallen apart too much to be on that list at this
Good
point.
point.
I mean, they start bragging, we start laughing.
He makes a good point. That's a good point.
One moron does not make a fan base,
Uh,
nor 2. It takes a group. How does Washington make the fan base? Make this? They haven't been relevant in 40 years.
I know that I was a little confused by that one myself.
What about, the Giants, too?
Oh, they whine about every fucking thing, though.
Well, just because they're in New York.
Yeah, they whine. Dude, they're booing on their draft day. I mean, they start booing their own players on draft day. It doesn't matter who they pick.
The Giants, it's probably, Saquon Barkley is the next best thing. He's the best running back in the league, and they're saying this after he gets hurt. Daniel Jones is the man. He's, Danny Dimes, et cetera, et cetera. That's
well. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys have won a Super. The Dallas Cowboys are about to be the Super Bowl champion every year for the past 20 years.
Yeah. Well, that's Jerry Jones.
No, that's the fan base.
Well, yeah, but I mean, and Jerry feeds off of that. That's
Right.
just his thing.
That's why Dallas should be number 1. Every part of my soul says they're number 1. All they do is we're going to the Super Bowl. No, you're not. No, you might make the playoffs. That's the best you got is you're going to make the playoffs. You know who should be on there? And I would take them. I would take either Washington, Tampa Bay, or Vegas off there, and I would put the fucking Lions fans there, just on the fact that we're going to be good this year. No, No, you've said that for 30 years. No,
But
you don't
this
get
year,
to say that. Yeah, this year's going to be different. That's their every time, every motherfucking year. We're this year's going to be different. We're going to win. Yeah, look who we picked up. You didn't pick up a fucking thing.
I was going to say Washington and Baltimore. I don't think should be on this list.
I think Raiders probably should be on the list.
Yeah,
But
they
again, what have they done at any
Well,
point recently? Sorry,
it's
Doug.
still the fan base. Like we said, it's still the fan base itself.
Yeah, when you go there, they look annoying. Like they would be
Ravens-
annoying.
The Ravens in Washington, they definitely don't belong on this list. Everybody else, I can see a reason. Everybody else, I can see a reason for the list. Washington, and Baltimore, no.
Yeah, I could see both of them getting taken off. Buffalo, they're definitely deserving.
Yeah,
They might need to be moved up, actually.
yeah.
The Bills Mafia, come on.
Going through the table.
Outside of their donations to charities that they do, they're annoying as hell.
going through tables weekly at the tailgate parties.
That's kind of fun, though. I mean, they're only doing that to themselves.
Well, it's even more fun when the table doesn't break and they bounce off of it.
That's great.
Least annoying?
Shit.
It's hard to answer because there's fan bases that you just do not hear from.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Houston.
Because the fucking Jacksonville, everybody there is old.
I was just, yeah.
Their hearing aids are off. They don't talk. Jacksonville. Their fan base changes every 2 years because everybody else dies.
I mean, I would say. Hang on, I would say least annoying fan base is the Chargers, mainly because all those fans are in San Diego.
I can't slice it.
Ooh.
And chewy stuff is all over
Hey, there's Bruiser.
What up?
How come the Bengals ain't out here with a who they shit or whatever the fuck they're saying
I
is?
was gonna say between them and the Saints, you'd put them at
Who dat?
Washington and Baltimore. You could put the Saints and the Bengals both in that.
Well, I mean, the Bengals weren't relevant until this year.
Right.
I don't know how the Eagles are number one. The Steelers should be number one.
True. Yeah, why aren't they on the top 12 list?
Yeah, I know. Russ was even saying they should definitely be on the list.
To be fair, I have no idea who made this list.
Adam's got a train alert. I should have a tractor alert.
I'll work on it.
There's currently a big old John Deere sitting behind me on a road.
Is it?
Well, I'm also joining the train alert because I've got one a couple 100 feet from me too now. In the new digs.
You say John Deere, the song goes into my head every time. If I knew more words, I'd sing it.
Please don't. I would.
But the least.
Listen, forget the fan base thing. Bring up the realignment thing, because I want to talk about that.
Yep, I was gonna get there. I was gonna
redo my
realignment. That realignment list was. Wow.
It wasn't half bad, except there are some teams that need to stay in their current divisions because they share stadiums.
This brings up a question I have. Who actually took this seriously and who actually had fun with it?
Oh, I took it seriously.
Oh, I had fun with it.
Oh no, I took it seriously because I looked at it. I think at one point I had Cleveland, Indy, Chicago, Detroit in the same division.
Cleveland, Indy, Detroit,
And Chicago.
Uh-huh. That way Cleveland can actually win the division.
Nah, they got Indy in there.
I got Indy.
I would keep the Steelers, Cleveland, and Baltimore together.
I kept Cleveland and Pittsburgh together when
I'd throw the Ravens in there too.
I had Buffalo, New England, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore in their own division.
I'd add the Jets in there with them.
Well, I had. Shut up! My dog in the background trying to get my attention. There's leftover dinner on the counter in there, and he wants to go get it because there's nobody in the house right now. But I tried to do it kind of geographically a little bit. Like I had a Mid-Atlantic division going on that worked kind of well, and then I was like, it didn't work when I started thinking about it.
Well, it's funny you say that because the one I just dug up actually did have a Mid-Atlantic.
See, I tried to put together teams that really hated each other. I think
thought
that's
about
what
doing that too.
I think that's what needs to happen. Fuck everybody.
Well,
Battle it out, last man standing. Cleveland and the Steelers and Baltimore all need to be in the same division. New York are the Jets. New England, Buffalo, they need to be in the same division. Green Bay, Detroit, Bears, same division.
see, you can't. Like I had.
And Minnesota with them, by the way.
See, the Central Division I had in what would be the AFC is kind of close, except Cincinnati's there instead of Chicago.
Yeah.
I tossed in San Francisco and Dallas together. Going old school.
I don't have a problem with moving teams from the AFC to the NFC.
Nope, no issues.
But like there is a scheduling conflict with having teams that share a stadium be in the same conference. This is why they split them up in the first place. So that was the only rule that I played by, was that if they shared a stadium, they couldn't be in the same conference.
My rule.
New York has played New York before.
They have played each other. However, you couldn't have the Giants and the Jets being in the AFC East.
I don't see why not.
It's a scheduling thing. Like that's why the NFL split them up. That's why
But it would.
No, we're not on YouTube.
Yes, we actually are on YouTube on Dueling.
Yes, we are on YouTube.
Yes, we are.
We are?
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't think we have very many fans on YouTube. I think the last time I looked, there was one subscriber. I thought we got rid of that.
Devin, we are on YouTube. It is the Dueling Aces channel on YouTube.
Nice. With having the Jets and the Giants, it's not just being able to keep them home or away every other week. It's being able to you're now scheduling the rest of the NFL around 4 teams when it is simply easier to put them in separate conferences.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Buffalo and New England would be in New York twice.
4 times.
Oh, I'm sorry. Twice for each team.
Exactly.
So I can see.
So now you got it.
Almost like another.
I just want them to hate each other. I don't want any love amongst each other. Go at each other. I'm tired of seeing hugs and kisses. I want somebody to rip their want to rip each other's throats out.
Easy, Boomer.
So Suds, you'd have Kansas City, Denver, Raiders, and who else in that?
Rams
would be then the Rams. Okay.
Hey, Bruiser.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Oh,
That is Natalia.
That is Natty Neidhart and her sister, and they can get it.
Nice.
Yeah. The one in the purple has an OnlyFans. I might have to subscribe.
Hard to believe Jim Danville Neidhart created those two.
Right? That dude was a troll.
He is
Yeah,
the
money.
epitome of cute people make good, or ugly people make cute babies. He was,
Have
yeah.
you seen my kids? That I'm living proof of that.
Jesus, how far back was that realignment? Damn.
Way back there.
Jesus,
See,
when Akers and Suds go at a conversation, for the love of God, you two.
That's when it gets muted.
Well, listen, Akers is special.
I gotta egg that shit on, you know.
When Akers starts talking to himself, it's time to just mute the chat for about 8 hours and then come back to it.
I would prefer that you didn't egg it
How
on,
did I miss this?
because inevitably he says something stupid that I have to respond to,
That's the point.
because it's just patently false.
I didn't get into that one too much.
Yeah,
How
I
is
saw
Ray
it.
Lewis not on that list?
I was just gonna say Ray Lewis should be on this list. But you put Terrell Suggs down at 12. No.
How is Ray Lewis not on that list? How is Lawrence Taylor not on that list?
James Harrison.
James Harrison, Troy Polamalu.
I was gonna say.
Wait a second. The greatest trash talker in the.
Bart
I don't
Scott.
see him. How about Deion Sanders?
Well, Deion too.
Deion Sanders is not on this list. This is not a legit list.
Nope.
He did. That motherfucker should be number one
Yeah.
with a bullet easily.
Now, number one trash.
The only person who he didn't trash talk was Jerry Rice because he knew better.
The number one trash talker in the history of the NFL was Joe Namath.
That motherfucker was too drunk to trash talk. Be understood. I don't know what the fuck is. He was Sylvester Stallone of the NFL. Couldn't understand a goddamn thing he ever said.
Jesus, how far
Called a shot, and they won. Number one trash talker in the NFL.
Man, how many times? So what? Does that make Hasselbeck, if he would have actually not thrown the damn interception in the Green Bay game, does that make Hasselbeck a great shit talker? Because we're going to get the ball and win. Interception, touchdown. Doesn't make him a great trash. Dude's called getting fucking lucky.
Yeah, that Jets team was something special.
I'm not hating on the Jets team. It's just I don't think that comment was anything special.
It's not just the comment; it's the whole bravado. It's the attitude. He was the number one trash talker.
Well, he was the one who got the microphone stuck in his face.
Good, and he used it.
I don't think it was a great team. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't that great of a quarterback either, though.
Tom Brady got drafted in the 6th round. Great quarterbacks come from weird places.
I know, but I don't think how many yards did he end up throwing for? I mean, what was his winning percentage besides that 1 year?
Different.
I don't think he was a great. But he only won one Super Bowl.
It's an entirely different era.
Johnson won a Super Bowl for Tampa Bay. That doesn't make him a great quarterback.
That defense was great. And Warren Sapp, that was another great trash talker.
Yeah, Warren Sapp wasn't on that fucking list. If you don't have Warren Sapp on that list or Deion Sanders, no, he wasn't on that list.
And how about the Coors Light commercial?
That's a fantastic commercial.
He does good commercials. You got to give him credit.
Great commercial.
This summer, we tapped star quarterback Patrick Mahomes to be in a promo for Coors Light. Turns out, we overlooked the fact that he can't actually promote Coors Light.
It's a flashlight.
That's right, it's a flashlight, not a beer. Introducing the Coors Light, coming in at 12 or 16 fluid ounces. Nothing beats the sturdy feeling of the Coors Light in your hand. The Coors Light is 100% flashlight and 0% adult beverage. It's perfect for camping trips or those warm summer nights spent with great friends. The Coors Light is made with high-quality steel, so it feels cold as the Rocky Mountains, to use a random analogy.
It's a quality flashlight.
This summer, sit back, chill, and crack open the Coors Light. Get your The Coors Light today at thecoorslight.com while supplies last. All proceeds go to the 15 and the Mahomes Foundation. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Brilliant workaround.
Yes.
Brilliant.
And
Brilliant
they
workaround.
sold out of those flashlights, they said, in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But the question is, how quickly does the NFL close that loophole?
That's got to be a negotiation between the Players Association and the NFL. So they can't close that loophole until next year.
God damn it, Suds. I'm well
He's the
aware.
loophole king here.
The only thing I wish that flashlight did is the mountains should, slowly, the blue should disappear as the batteries run out.
That's
Smart.
genius.
That's awesome. I like it.
Or they light up when you hit the button.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Oh,
even
there we
better.
go. Good grief. How far back is that thing?
The realignment?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That was
No
Wednesday.
kidding.
or
Like
Thursday.
only 4 days ago. But if we go through our chat,
I was gonna say our chat. That's
hey, found it. Jesus.
It was like
All right.
Wednesday of last week.
Well, when it comes down to Saturdays, I'm really, really fucking bored. So I have to throw up all those damn memes.
All right. So here's what
geographical
we were looking
proximity.
for.
Oh, look, NFC Central, boring.
Yeah,
It's the same.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
it was stupid.
See, I would put. I would move the
Look,
Jets.
the moving trucks are gone, man. That ain't me backing up.
That was the microwave of my.
microwave.
That was the microwave of my son.
Wait a minute.
So the AFC East, I would do Buffalo. I would do the Jets. I would do
Baltimore.
the Eagles
And you throw Baltimore in there.
and New England.
No, I'd throw New England in the NFC. I'd
No,
put Baltimore in the AFC East.
hey, you'll have your time.
I need a refill.
Look at that AFC Central.
See, I like
Cin-
that. I like that though.
Cincinnati,
I don't.
Cleveland, Indy, and Tennessee.
That'd be a fun division. I mean, it's kind of the way the old division used to be, though. Because the old AFC Central was it wasn't the Colts, it was the I think it was the Steelers. It was the Browns, Bengals, Oilers, and Steelers.
Every Cleveland fan would hate that because there's no way they're winning winning the division at that point.
They can't win the division now.
That's true, but you ain't even making the wild card at that point.
You might.
Now, when you have to play all three of those teams twice,
That's a brutal division. to
that's
play.
that's fuck.
The
See?
division we're in now is brutal.
You ain't winning it this year either.
I'm not worried about winning the division this year.
'Cause
Ravens
then-
aren't
then-
fucking winning it either.
Then you've got that AFC South where you're gift wrapping Tom Brady as many division championships as he want to play in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that every damn year. I think he purposely picks team going, you know what? This division really sucks. If I go there, I'll win every fucking year until I won. And when they get good, I'll leave and go to someplace else.
It's a hell of a strategy.
I mean, it's the LeBron James strategy. I mean, it's good.
You know, I hear everybody else talking, but man, when Suds jumps on, I can hear him clear in the kitchen. He's so damn loud.
It happens.
Wait for it.
I used to be very quiet spoken back in the day.
See,
I almost spit up all over the freaking.
It was true. I was very quiet.
Not.
It is.
I think in AFC
Before I started working where I worked, it was.
I think in AFC South with Dallas, Houston, the Saints, and Tennessee would be interesting.
I
Come on,
had
Jose.
Falcons, Texans, Dallas, and the Saints.
Well, that NFC, you're just handing the division to Dallas at that point. Right now, the other three teams are just absolute shit.
Well, if you did it with Dallas, Houston, the Saints, and Tennessee, it'd at least be a 2-team race between Dallas and Tennessee.
Yeah, you're just handing it to Dallas at this point.
If you did an NFC South with Atlanta, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, and Miami, or you could do it with because you could put Carolina in either the AFC or the NFC East.
You got to break up that NFC. You got to break that shit up. That's fucking ridiculous.
You can
Talking
do
about
Tampa, Miami, Atlanta, and the Saints.
Well, no. My premise is that you have the Dallas, Houston, the Saints, and Tennessee in one division. So that leaves you.
I was going to say, I created the wacky rule of 2 teams in the same state cannot be in the same division.
Oh. See, I did mine where a lot of them are in the same state. You're in the same fucking division.
There was a while there where Houston and Dallas were in the same division. I want to say it was like in the early 60s, back when Houston was Kansas City before it was Kansas City.
Oh, the Houston, Houston Tech.
You could almost do just a Florida division.
Yeah.
Well, 3 out of 4.
You could do you do Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, and Miami, and then you move move Carolina to one of either the NFC or the AFC East.
That's what I did. I put all those 4 teams together that you just said. I put Atlanta in instead of Carolina for that.
Yeah.
Just keep them all geographically right there.
Because you could do Carolina, Washington, Baltimore, Philly in a division.
I don't care whether or not they're in the same state or same area. I mean, fuck, we got USC going to play Michigan. They're in the same conference. Who cares?
Hey, it's 9:00. Isn't Street Outlaws on?
I haven't got kicked yet. Give it a minute, damn it. I'm getting there. I'm about to try to go at Ohio State. I'll get kicked then.
And I was giving my Ohio State fan shit. I said, look, I know we can't beat half. Like, we got lucky last year. We got the Big Ten championship. I go, we're not used to competition. I go, or we don't have competition, more or less. Like, we're never usually that good to have to worry about anything. I go, Ohio State fans are freaking out because they actually got more competition now.
And this does not help Ohio State. It does not.
So just so you guys know, Jose ended up hitting 15 home runs, and Soto's coming up now.
Oh, is the home run derby tonight?
It's on right now.
I forgot it was All-Star Week.
I promise you.
That's how little that game matters.
I promise you, I'll hand each one of you a gun, fully loaded, and if I turn down $400 million over 13 years, feel free to shoot.
Right?
Feel free.
Fucking real.
I don't deserve to live if I'm turning down $400 million.
Where did Zolt go?
Trying to collect $400 million.
He heard the Derby was on and said, fuck it, I'm leaving.
No.
He booted himself. I saw that and I my jaw was just like dropped. I'm like, what?
Who
You did
turned
what?
down $400 million?
Soto.
Soto to play Washington over $400 million over 13 years. $100 million of it guaranteed.
Eh.
Ow.
I see my guy is my guy's doing just fine. He got enough to get out of round one.
Yeah, but that fucking Rodriguez kid fucking 32 in the first round.
Yeah, well,
You got to pace yourself.
Yep. Don't blow it all.
Don't blow your wad.
Alonso knows what he's doing. That dude didn't go back to back for nothing. He's gonna try that
Jesus.
repeat.
I think Soto swung the bat 6 times and he's got 4 home runs already.
They said he was pretty much a prime for making winning the thing this year.
Oh, I take that back. Jose hit 17.
I think they should actually put in pitchers and tell them you have to throw fastballs. That's the only rule. You got to throw fastballs, and let them go at it instead of like these little rinky-dink. Let my dad pitch for me. I mean, come on now. Is that really a competition? Put Verlander up there. Say you can throw nothing but fastballs, and see how many fucking times you put it over the fence. Then
You start whining, and you sound like the grumpiest old get off my lawn guy on the planet.
when I grew up, I didn't have neighbors.
He also looks the part too.
These guys are pussies. You shouldn't let a dad throw at them.
They shouldn't.
Shut up.
Who was
The
it?
The whole
You're the guy who does everybody needs a trophy, aren't
No,
you?
I'm not. I'm the
Wow.
this is actually supposed to be fun competition and not a fucking, hey, let's let Verlander throw at somebody's head.
I didn't say that. I just said throw fastballs, not lollipops.
It's a batting practice. It's a televised batting practice.
Even in batting practice, they don't throw lollipops.
Let them have fucking fun.
Yeah, they do.
No, they throw.
You haven't been to a batting practice, apparently.
Yes, I have.
They're
Oh,
not,
then you sure as
dude,
hell know
they're
that
not
that's all
throwing
they're
90
doing.
mile an hour in a batting practice. They're throwing 60 or
They're,
70.
I was going to say, it is totally 65, 70 mile an hour softball tosses, dude.
They're not throwing hard in batting practice. That's all the
Mm-mm.
home run derby is a glorified batting practice. And they're out there having fun. They're letting the kids field the ball. Fuck it. Let them have fun. Is it hurting you? No. Do you want to watch it? You don't have to. Shut up and watch Street Outlaws.
Shit, my 40-year-old ass would like to be out there fucking shagging fly balls at a home run derby. I think that'd be awesome.
Right?
Right?
I don't know if I want to run that much. It'd be cool to be out there on the field, though.
Right?
I'm standing still, though. That
Well, think
shit
about
better be hit. It better be hit to me. I ain't moving.
And you're in LA, so all the celebrities and shit you'd probably see.
You're in LA. You're in LA in July. Every person on the screen is going to have a heat stroke in like 20 minutes.
I mean, it's bad enough if your pitcher throws out his arm in the All-Star game. Can you imagine throwing out your arm during the friggin' home run derby?
Oh,
Oops.
the MLBPA would be all over that in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be more fun. I don't want to see. I don't want to see someone hit 90 home runs.
Get the pitching machine out there. Put it.
Yeah,
on top.
that's fine. Throw a pitching machine out there. That's cool. Those things are they don't go straight all the time. Put a pitching machine out there. Set it at 85. That'd work.
No.
Suds is trying to get himself kicked off.
Yeah, but my fucking show's on.
He's missed this show.
I think you should just do him a favor and do it.
Nope. Not gonna do it.
Soto beats Ramirez 18-17.
Ramirez is from the Indians, right?
How many rounds are there?
Like 5,
3.
right?
Two.
No, just
Oh.
3.
Well, yeah, it's 3 rounds total.
How many people are in it, and how many people are eliminated per round?
Well,
and then they get
8 in it.
it's a bracket now. It went to a bracket form a few years ago, which I kind of like. I kind of like the.
Me too.
because the next matchup is Schwarber versus Pujols, and the winner of that will go against Soho. And then on the other side, you got Alonso versus that Rodriguez kid from Seattle.
Can get off me? Can Schwarber swing somehow and hit himself in the face with the bat, and then we could see Joe Buck run onto the field?
Rush out and try to save his ass.
Yeah.
Damn. Elbow.
Just Joe Buck running onto the field like Scarlett O'Hara and Gone with the Wind. Oh, Kyle!
See, when I don't talk, it gets quiet like this, and it's not a very good show.
I'm trying to read Adam's lips.
I'm trying to figure out if we're still on the realignment thing or if we've moved on.
I would love to still be on the realignment thing.
I was trying to.
What, dumbass?
Uh-oh.
Come on.
There it is.
Who is it?
Me.
Yeah.
So that means, well, I might be. Let me see which way it's going, and I can tell you if it's going to be heading to Georgia's house or not.
I was just gonna say.
Go get him, Captain.
Which way is
Yep, it'll be heading your way next, George.
We'll see how well Kelly's going to be bitching, or how much Kelly's going to be bitching by how much we can hear the train in your room. Motherfucking
it's
train.
not as far. Or it's not, I should say it's not as close. Adam's like not even 200 feet from the track.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Adam's got the train like literally, I mean, he looks right off the porch and you see the tracks.
Yeah.
My grandpa Sudbury worked the railroad. He used to be for the U.S. I don't even know what the hell it was. It was a police. It was basically a police officer. He rode the top of the train. He walked the top of the train back in the
constable
in the 40s and 50s. And he walked the top of the train, make sure people didn't jump on. That was his job.
Nope, not yet.
The West is where it gets interesting.
AFC West is pretty brutal.
It is.
But you could do
brutal for Seattle.
Oh, fuck, dude, that is total crap. The AFC West and the NFC West is just, that's just complete bullshit right there. I don't know how you freaking.
Well, but that's I said. Kansas City can't be part of the West when Kansas City is all the way central. Kansas City would be out.
I would do Denver, Arizona, Vegas, and Seattle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like Gary. You know, sometimes you got to look at it going, who's going to make who do you want to see in the playoffs? And you got 5 good teams in 2 divisions that won't even make the playoffs if they're together. They don't stand a chance. And you got fucking NFC where you literally don't have to win half your games, and you can win. Dallas wouldn't have to win half their games in order to make the playoffs.
The thing, because you have 3 teams in California, it would almost make sense to put them with like Arizona, and then you would leave Kansas City in either the AFC or the NFC West, and it would be Denver, Kansas City, Vegas, and Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, there's really only so much you can do. I mean, there's, like I said, there's 7 teams that are technically out west, and then you got to throw Kansas City in there because they're next. You
Yeah,
know?
I get it. You guys want to try to do
Dallas. Actually, Dallas is next.
Dallas is needed elsewhere.
Dallas has already been claimed.
Yeah, like I said, but Dallas is more west than any
No,
of
it
them.
no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Dallas is on the eastern side of Texas. Dallas is closer to New Orleans and Arkansas.
Houston is, not Dallas.
Yes, Dallas is on the eastern side of Texas.
George is going to pull up a map.
Well, the bad thing is that's I'm like when I did mine, like I got like out of all the divisions, there's quite a few that are really good, and then there's like 2 divisions where you can see I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot about these 8 teams and just kind of threw 4 and 4 together and called it a division.
I got a train going now too.
Well, the one by my house stopped, so
Dallas is technically slightly west of Kansas City. Kansas City is like
I'm
right
well
in
aware,
line with
but
Houston.
but that's East Texas.
Yeah.
That was my
I got
point. It wasn't whether one was geographically further east. Dallas is in East Texas.
That's good. So I went with Rams, 49ers, Seattle, and the Raiders.
why
Just
are the
because I
Rams?
wanted-
Look at the Rams on that map, though.
Yeah, this is an old map because
It is.
Oakland's there too.
All right, carry on.
that was my NFC Pacific because I almost refused to do directional divisions. And then Kansas City, the Chargers, Arizona, and Denver for AFC Mountain.
It's not a bad one.
Like I said, it was those 8 teams. I mean, it's just however you're gonna arrange it.
Yeah.
See, I like my league where you guys are gonna think it's fucked up, but I did like what I called the Great Lakes division. That's the only thing I came up with for divisions. The rest I didn't get a chance to get back to, but I had the Lions, Vikings, Packers, and Browns all in that division. Thought it'd be something different.
No, I mean that's definitely not bad at all.
Doable. And then you put the New York, Buffalo, Philly, in one, and then you can do the Steelers, Bengals, Washington, and Carolina, and you work your way from there.
See, mine was the only way I really did mine geographically because I got the Steelers, Eagles, Patriots, and Commanders all in a division.
So
I just said Washington.
See, I think you could do Green Bay, Chicago, the Vikings in Kansas City. That wouldn't be a bad division.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good right there.
I wish I'd have had that map. That would have helped me out with mine too. I literally did this while I was working on Friday. Like after it came up, I'm like throwing shit together, and I got like most of my divisions except for like my 2 fucked up divisions that are just kind of thrown together. It was like, fuck it, and I never went back to it, and I forgot we were doing the show tonight. I'm like, whoops.
It's because the east of the Mississippi is so overpopulated with NFL teams, is what makes it hard to do it geographically.
See, now, like for the one where I was weird for, I put Arizona, Denver, Vegas, and the Cowboys in a division just to be different.
I never caught that train yet.
It stopped. That's why.
Oh, did it?
So this one could come through. You should have had that one because that one came from your direction.
It's just a cacophony of trains tonight at our 3 houses.
Yes, apparently. See, now for the one division I had the Bears, the Colts, Oh shit, I did fuck that. I put the Vikings in there twice, so I'm missing a team. See, I didn't go back and revisit it. That's what I get.
Well,
I think
even though Vegas would be over here, but the Rams, 49ers, Vegas, and the Seahawks, that'd be an interesting.
I think the
That's what
Lions.
That was what I did.
Yeah.
I think the Lions, Browns, Bengals, and Indy would be good.
I still think I got the best division out there.
Which one?
Ooh, I figured it out.
Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, and Buffalo. It is the NFC BC, or basically Canada.
Well played, sir. Well
I get.
played.
All right, good. On that note, we'll see you guys next week. But no, that's where it was. The Bengals was my missing team for the Bears, Colts, Bengals, and Titans. That's what it was.
What about Tennessee, Atlanta, Jacksonville, and Carolina?
Nobody would want to watch that shit. No, but it doesn't sound bad.
But that's why my shit was so. That would work so well. You have to hate each other in order to be in the same division. That would make almost every single game played spectacular.
Yeah, somebody's going to enjoy watching that.
Yes. To see Cleveland play the Ravens and the Steelers, 2 times apiece. To see New England and Buffalo 2 times, there would be a group of people that would be like obsessed with it.
Yeah, you play them once a year, the hate gets stronger. It means more.
Not if they're in the same division and you have to beat them in order to make the playoffs. It means a lot.
No. Listen, Michigan and Ohio State play each other once a year. People have been stabbed over that game.
People have been shot over that game.
Exactly.
But basically, in college football, you only play each other once unless you're going into the playoffs.
Marriages have ended because of that game.
Exactly. You're telling me that once a year the Steelers and the Browns play each other, that somebody's not getting into a fight in a dog pound? Fuck it. Do it.
Yeah, but you got to give the other side a chance and go over there to the other side and start shit over there.
Then you play there the following year.
I'll let them go at it twice.
See, I think the Great Lakes thing, it's close. I think Green Bay, Detroit, Cleveland, and Buffalo would be more of the Great Lakes setup.
Well, and you can go either way because Minnesota's right at the tail end of it.
You've got
Yeah.
you've got essentially 5 teams. Because you've got Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Buffalo. All Great Lakes teams.
Yeah, but Minnesota's a little bit more inland than that. I mean, technically, true Great Lakes, it would be those 4.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, we're not being technical here. This was just all fucking opinion based and for fun.
Stop ruining our fun.
That's right. I want Thunderdome, bitch.
Hey, he ain't called the dictator for a reason here.
Thank God.
He had to kick somebody, and we all knew who it was going to be.
I mean, Detroit's not a. I can't remember. Does Detroit sit on the lake?
Yep.
Does it?
Yep.
It sits on the Detroit River connecting them, but yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So, Cleveland does sit on Lake Erie, but it's also got the Cuyahoga. You've got Chicago, which sits right on Lake Superior.
Michigan.
Green Bay's.
Lake Michigan.
I was going to say Lake Michigan.
I mean, whatever. I know what I meant.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that you'd actually go even larger, put 6 of them almost going old school.
Well, if you had Green Bay's inland a little bit, Minneapolis is inland a little bit. Fuck it. You've got Minneapolis, Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Buffalo, that could all be in that division. And if you wanted to throw another team in there, you could kind of throw Indianapolis into it too.
Well, I will say this, part of me throwing Buffalo into the NFC BC was purely so that they could whoop Green Bay's ass every year, and Green Bay would have zero chance of winning that division. Ever.
I like that thought. I like that thought. I do like that thought.
I would like
Going
to
back-
see.
Go ahead,
I
Bruce.
would love to see Baltimore and Philly have to play every year, just because I want to see whose city gets lit on fire first.
Wow. Is that mine?
That
Yeah, I think that one's mine. Yeah, I got one going. Mine's going.
I got one too.
You got one too? We both got a train.
3 of the worst fan bases ever are the Giants, the Eagles, and the Ravens.
Well, I got 2 of them in one division. Yeah, I was gonna say I've got a pretty crap division: Houston, Jacksonville, Washington, and Baltimore. Also known as the AFC I-95.
Jacksonville, Washington, Baltimore.
Houston, Jacksonville, Washington, and what?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? How the fuck?
This is not geography, man. Everybody has
Right.
to travel. I made sure everybody had to travel.
No kidding. Good God.
Hey, look at the West Coast, man. No
Yeah.
matter what, people are going to travel. So you know what? If they got to do it, everybody's got to do it.
Yeah, like
No,
the one.
literally.
Well, then screw it. Put Seattle and Cleveland.
Hey,
and
let's not go
Dallas and
crazy.
the Chargers together.
Let's not go crazy.
Why not?
Yeah, well, like I said, that's AFC I-95. I just followed I-95, and so let's see who I'm hitting.
What if you did Denver, Kansas City, Dallas, and Houston?
Who? Well, Houston's in the basement for a while.
Yeah.
Houston's
Forever.
in the basement no matter what.
Yeah.
All right, I can see that one.
I was gonna say Dallas. For me, I just took the current NFC South. I took Atlanta out of it and put Dallas in. So Dallas, Tampa Bay, Carolina, New Orleans. I mean, I actually gave Tom Brady some competition, even if it's just Dallas.
You could do Detroit, Buffalo, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. You do Cincinnati, Tennessee, Atlanta, Carolina. That would actually be a fun division.
Say that one again.
Cincinnati, Tennessee, Atlanta, and Carolina.
I'm so
Yeah.
close to actually having that.
Okay.
The only thing I didn't have was Carolina. I got Cincinnati, Tennessee, Atlanta, and Miami.
The hell?
It's the AFC I-75.
I didn't get as far as the division, so division names other than the Great Lakes, but
Nice.
you are true though. I don't think anybody trumps the basically Canada division or whatever the hell you said it was.
Yeah. Literally, that was the first thing I came up with. And then I'm like, all right, let's just shoehorn everything else around here, figure out how it works.
Fuck it, let's just fuck it all up.
Yeah. I was going to say, Pittsburgh, you guys, Cleveland and Pittsburgh, I wanted to keep them together because now that Pittsburgh is trending down, now why would I take you guys away from them? Problem is, I also threw in there the Jets in New England.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, so New England, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, New York Jets.
I'll move them.
Also known as the AFC TP.
the dogs out first.
Oh, boo.
or the turnpike.
There you go.
All right.
Come on.
Then I just got my crap division where everybody left over got thrown into it. It was Philly, the Giants, the Bears, and the Colts, which isn't a terrible division.
No, that's
No.
interesting.
Yeah, my terrible division is way worse than that because the Chiefs would dominate for years to come. Because I didn't realize it. I got the Chiefs, Texans, Saints, and Panthers because that's all I had left. I'm like,
wow.
that's an awful division.
What a gift.
I was
Right?
gonna say,
Chiefs
Mahomes,
fans would be happy,
Mahomes loves you right now.
right?
It's like let
Maybe-
that
maybe I-
happen.
Hey, maybe I can get one of them Coors Light flashlights now. I always thought it'd be kind of funny that, like, if you put the Browns and Steelers in opposite conferences, like that one shot that there might be that one chance in hell that they could ever meet in the Super Bowl would be kind of weird and kind of cool.
Yeah. Like
All right,
everybody predicts
let's
on
calm
Madden.
down.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, like I said, I've already told you the first time the Browns go to the Super Bowl, they're going to play the Lions, and it's going to be the first ever Super Bowl for somebody.
Grandchildren. First ever Super Bowl for our grandchildren. That's what that's.
Hey, they got to play for the barge too. You got to bring the barge with you
Of course.
Right.
So that whoever wins can light it on fire.
and be done with it.
I was looking at the map so much, it's like, all right, we lost Bruiser.
Yeah, he said his headphones died.
That sucks.
He also said he's just going inside, so he'll be back.
So I did chat with Shrods briefly today. By the way,
How is he since I talked to him Saturday?
he's good. He's excited. He's looking forward to meeting everybody in person. He says he plans on riding with you.
Yes, I told him literally it is on my way.
Yeah.
Straight down M59.
Wait, what's this for?
MIAs.
MIA's draft.
Oh, yeah, I'm not in that one this
You
year.
don't have to worry about that this year.
Yeah, well, this year I probably would have made it up, but hey, it is what it is.
Amazingly, we found people that live in Michigan. I never
Right.
would have
Yeah,
guessed.
fuck.
And we bumped Waylon over to the
Yeah, that's fine.
Dueling Aces.
Waylon is somehow now in the shows.
Yeah.
league.
It's in the show's draft.
I had to come inside. Ever since the rain yesterday, the mosquitoes have gotten real bad out there.
Hi, puppy. See, now that I'm by the back door, we get guests trucking through. Say hi.
Well, that's not my buddy.
It's Merlin. 19 years old.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
senior citizen.
19 years old this month. Yes, sir.
Kirk damn near killed himself earlier today trying to chase his rope. He ran headfirst into the corner of the wall.
Now, unfortunately, Mr. Merlin here cannot hear anymore, but he can still see and run like a jackrabbit, huh? He's trying to hear. He keeps trying, huh? Do you see? You see yourself? Huh? See yourself? Like
He looks good for 19, though. Shit.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Looks real good for 19. Huh. Yes, you do. Oh, I know what you want. Mama went into the kitchen. Go on.
If you were going to add,
They're still trying to learn the house.
If you were going to add expansion teams to the NFL and take it from 32 to 35,
What 3 cities would you add?
yeah. Would you put a team back in St. Louis?
I think you almost have to, right?
Yeah, I mean at this point.
Would you go north? Would you
I
go
mean,
north?
if you don't
North
request
Dakota?
CU again,
Would you go north of the border and go into Canada?
I'd go North Dakota first
Why the fuck would you go to North Dakota?
Why not?
because there's not exactly. Why not? We
Because
need
there's
something
nobody
more-
there.
There are people there. That's the problem. Everybody thinks there's nobody that lives there. There are hundreds of thousands of millions of people that live in the mountain areas.
What about like
if
Oklahoma?
if they're pathetic enough to put a team in Jacksonville, they can put a team in North Dakota.
you mean the team that is going to leave Jacksonville at some point to go to London?
Yeah. I think St. Louis would obviously be one of the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the 10 largest cities in North Dakota. Fargo has a population of 126,000. Bismarck has a population of 74,000. You're telling me that Fargo, Bismarck, or Grand Forks, and Grand Forks comes in at 53,000. Those 3 cities have the economy available to support a team?
Why not?
Kind of the states that don't have one. So you got like the obviously Tornado Alley doesn't have shit for really any teams other than, like if you look at like Nebraska, Iowa, and so
I'd
on.
put one in Little Rock.
Didn't think about Arkansas.
What about San Antonio?
I could see one in West Texas. If Cincinnati wasn't already there, I'd say Kentucky.
Yeah. What about South Carolina?
You got Atlanta and Charlotte.
In between, but
You've got Atlanta, you've got Charlotte, you've got Jacksonville.
You can put one in Utah, Salt Lake City.
yeah, I didn't think about that.
I could see one in Salt Lake City.
You can put one in Boise, Idaho.
If it
Or if
wasn't
it has
such-
blue.
turf, Smurf turf.
Yep.
If the city hadn't become such a shithole, I would say you could put one in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, I mean Oregon's one that doesn't have one.
Okay, so what about Salem then? I mean, in the capital. Why not? Drop it in Salem.
Well, why not just put it? I mean, granted, I know it's the college capital, but put it in Eugene. You got fucking Nike in their headquarters in your backyard.
The thing with Portland though is that it's a major city. There's an airport. There's plenty of lodging and amenities to support people that might travel in for the game. That's what I'm looking like. Little Rock's got the infrastructure to do it. Salt Lake's got the infrastructure to do it. Portland, I could see I would love to see a team in like Toronto. I think a Toronto team would be great, but you've got Detroit and Buffalo right there.
Montreal.
But I could see one in Montreal. I could also see one in Vancouver.
Vancouver would be either Vancouver or Portland. I don't think you'd want to do both.
No, you would pick one or the other, or
Calgary.
I was going to say Calgary or Edmonton.
Because Calgary, I mean, you give the CFL a little bit of a shot in the arm by putting an NFL squad up there. You literally give Canada football almost all year round. And I mean, that's not bad considering they have to turn around and deal with watching the Flames. I mean, Jesus. Oops, sorry. No offense, folks in Calgary, Flames fans.
Yeah, but
Another good-
they got the Stampeders, and I think you would get a serious pushback from CFL fans up there.
I think they'd appreciate football all year round. Why not?
Maybe.
If it wasn't so fucking far away and so goddamn cold, Alaska.
Actually, you'd be surprised. There is a very large football fan base in Alaska. And hell, for that matter, just throw it in Hawaii, too.
Because that works so well.
I mean,
Yeah, Pro Bowl.
we're going to London for crying out loud. Why can't we turn around and still keep a team in the quote-unquote United States and have one in Hawaii?
Again, in infrastructure and travel, if you let's say you had a team in Hawaii and the Browns are playing the team in Hawaii, you either have to be a resident of Hawaii or have enough disposable income to catch a flight to go out there for the game. Because that's not a cheap flight. That's not a $75 Southwest fare from Cleveland to Charlotte or from Pittsburgh to Phoenix, or catching a Spirit flight to Las Vegas. Like, that's not. You got to go from, because nobody's got direct flights anymore. You're catching a connection somewhere, and then you got to catch another connection in LA from LA to.
It's only $242.
Hey, it's funny you say that
per
about
person.
that. We booked our.
And that's one way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're spending $1,000 for two people just to fly to the game. Then you got tickets on top of it. Then you've got lodging, and then you've got food for a weekend, right? So you're at a minimum of half of a Disney trip to go to one football game in Hawaii for two people.
Fuck Disney. I'm going football.
But either way, like,
right, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think a team in London makes sense either. We had NFL Europe. It failed.
Yep.
Well, it's funny you say that about, like, I'm worried about my sister-in-law was flying home. She was supposed to go home yesterday at 6. Her flight got canceled 5 fucking times today. And it's like, we booked our ship for when we went on to Miami for the Browns Dolphins game. We got a straight shot to, Fort Myers or whatever. But coming home, everything was a layover somewhere, and everything was Atlanta. And my wife's like, she's been to the Atlanta airport. She goes, like, stay the fuck as far away as you can from that airport because it's so huge, all the issues. So our connecting flight, get this shit, goes from Fort Myers, Florida to Detroit. And then Detroit home.
The flight, Atlanta's not a terrible airport if you stay on the tram and know where you're going.
I was going to say,
yeah.
I actually love the Atlanta airport, just especially if you've got like an hour and a half between flights. There's 1.5 million places to eat, and it's once you figure out how it's laid out, it's easy to get around.
I had a 2-hour layover in Atlanta. I was flying to Biloxi, Mississippi, and I was in gate C. I was in the C section, and the lady's like, well, there's food over in A if you want to go over there. She's like, just get on the tram. So I get on the tram, and I think I might have found 20 restaurants within 5 minutes that I was like, maybe.
Yeah.
The airport that sucks the most that I had a layover at was Dulles. Was DC. Oh. Because if you get on a plane at Cleveland Hopkins, you walk down the little walkway and a plane pulls right up to the gate and you go through the little elevator, doohickey looking thing into the plane. Nope. Not in DC. You land on the tarmac, you get off the plane on the tarmac, and then they bus you.
No shit.
Yeah, only ever time I've been to DC was a connection
Guys.
it wasn't Dulles, it was at Reagan. So that
I
wasn't
think that's where
terrible.
Sean and I went when we went down to Florida. We had to do one over there. I think it was
That was
Reagan.
actually really cool because your approach, literally, you're flying over the Washington Monument, and it was really cool.
When I took off from there, we banked over the Washington Monument and the White House, and I made sure I gave a finger to the White House.
What year was that?
There was a certain pumpkin in the.
Yeah.
I'll say this: the worst airports, I think, for a layover, the worst one I've ever done was Houston, because Houston, you got off the plane and you just felt like it was like the 80s or maybe even the 70s. Just drab carpet, walls were like, all the monitors were like old school TV.
Oh boy!
Like the big old boxes, and it's just like, what the hell?
Zolt's walking through like, holy throwback.
Yeah, this is like, I don't like this shit. Get me the hell out of here as fast as you can.
DFW is an insanely futuristic airport to fly into.
Yes, it is, and their sky tram is actually quite impressive.
It is cool,
although occasionally it feels like a roller coaster.
Yes.
Worst one that wasn't a layover, I think, was LaGuardia, because we had flown into JFK, which was a beautiful airport. I actually really liked that airport, and flew out of LaGuardia, and LaGuardia was a freaking war zone. Number one, everything outside was torn up. There were no signs for any of the streets or anything. It was just gone. It was just completely torn up. Like, they had a temporary spot for you to drop rental cars, but it wasn't signed. So you're just driving your rental car trying to figure out where the hell you're going in New York City.
That's amazing. I think the worst airport I had to fly out of, other than DC, was Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte I've been to a few times. The first couple times I didn't care for it at all, but after that it was like, it's not laid out very well.
It's terribly laid out, and like when I flew in, I was going to Virginia Beach for Gold School for Still. My original flight was supposed to be from Cleveland to Charlotte, Charlotte to Virginia Beach. I ended up having to go from Cleveland to Philly, Philly to Charlotte, Charlotte to Virginia Beach.
Oof.
And Philly wasn't a terrible airport, but the flight we got into Charlotte, and the lady at Philly is like, "You have a really tight connection." And I went, "How tight?" She goes, "You're going to land and you're going to have about 5 minutes to get off the plane and get to your connecting flight." So I tell the flight attendant this, and she goes, "Well, who booked it like that?" And I went, "You guys did." So I get off the plane, and we were in the B's, and my connecting flight was in the H.
Oh God.
I made it there as they were boarding essentially the steerage passengers.
Yeah. It's like all remaining passengers.
Yes. All remaining passengers.
They take women and children first?
Oh, the lady at the desk was like, "Do you have a bag?" I'm like, "It's on that flight way over there, I think."
Did your bag actually make it? That's my question.
Somehow, miraculously, it did.
That's amazing.
Because I landed in Virginia Beach, and I was standing there waiting, and the carousel rolled, goes through like twice, and then they start pulling bags off, and people aren't claiming them, and then my bag popped out of the. And I went, oh my, how? I don't know how.
Yeah.
I was supposed to land in Virginia Beach at about 10:30 in the morning. I got there at 5 o'clock at night.
Mm.
Yeah, we got. I think ours in Detroit's only a 48. We got a 48-minute layover in Detroit.
What's your airline?
For a 4-minute flight.
Yeah, the going down is Spirit, coming back is Delta.
Oh, coming back, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Delta, you got your own damn terminal in Detroit for Delta. You're good. They'll take care of you. Don't worry about it.
When I flew from Atlanta to Biloxi, my phone flipped out because of the time change. So I boarded my flight at noon in Atlanta, and I was supposed to land at 12:30 in Biloxi, Mississippi, because Biloxi is the central time zone. I landed, and my phone's like, "You have to get on your flight. You have to get on your flight." I'm like, I made it. I'm already here.
Let's go back to my LaGuardia story. So dropping off the rental, it was for work. So it was a group of like 4 or 5 of us, one rental car. So thank God I used my executive privilege and said I'm not driving. So I drove all week to the job site in Manhattan. Y'all can drive to the airport. So drove. I told you no signs or anything. Eventually, they found somehow where the car's supposed to go. So you're dropping the car off at basically a big old lot because it's not the regular drop off. And they're like, okay, well, you need to hop onto this bus. And what airline are you flying? Oh, I'm flying Delta. Okay. You hop on this bus. It's going to drop you off at, I can't remember what they called it, but it was just like a central location. And then you get on the purple bus, and that'll take you to the terminal for Delta. So literally, you're hopping on one bus. They're driving God knows where in New York, dropping you off, not in a lot. They're dropping you off on a street corner. It is a street corner in New York with a street light right above you, and there's one guy standing there with a clipboard, and you tell him what airline you're on, and he's like, oh yeah, you want to get on that bus over there, it's marked purple. You want to get that bus over there that's marked green. You want to get on that bus over there marked yellow. Just it's like 2-3 in the morning, and just random street corner in New York, you just get dropped off, and there's a guy pointing at a bus.
That doesn't even sound fun.
No, it wasn't. It was not at all. And the best part was, you get on the purple bus. That doesn't mean the bus is purple. The bus itself could be blue, yellow, whatever. It's just got a sign in the window that says purple.
Oh, even better. George, I hate
Somehow
to tell
we
you
all
this,
got there.
I think your boy's going to lose. Alonzo's only got. That's at George's house. That's not here.
That's mine. Yeah. That's my house.
Yeah, but Rodriguez has got 31. Alonzo's got 11, and he's got 38 seconds and counting.
Yeah, he's already earned the 30-second bonus, though. But, yeah, he's got a lot. He had a lot of work to do. I have a damn moth in here.
I was wondering what the fuck you were looking at. Looking like Sabu over there, waiting for you to throw the finger up and just start twirling it around like you're looking at the ceiling fan.
Oh, I wish there was a ceiling fan in here. Jesus. There is zero fanage in here.
I'll put one in.
Well, the light is like in a weird spot right up into the corner. I showed Adam yesterday.
Yeah, don't put a ceiling fan in.
Right there. No, I gotta somehow figure out how to get that light moved like over here.
Is there anything important we need to talk about?
Do we want to talk about the guy that got disqualified from track and field?
Wait, what?
he quote unquote left early. This was the guy who's the Phillies wide receiver that they drafted, who also is a, I don't know if he's a
You mean
world
the
record
Eagles?
holder. That's the guy. Yes. What did I say?
Phillies.
I don't know.
We got you. We got your back.
Yeah, he left the blocks at the gunshot to start. According to the computer timing, he was a 100th of a second too early, and he got disqualified because it's a one-shot deal. You leave early, you're done. It literally slow-mo footage, 100th of a second, you cannot see with the naked eye. So literally, it looks like he takes off at the exact same time as everybody else.
So he got screwed.
The explanation that they gave was, yes, he left technically after the gun went off, but how'd they say, it's like there is no, he left before he could possibly have heard the shot, which is just stupid.
It's an excuse at this point.
Yes.
Wow.
They're covering their ass. Just like, listen, NASCAR did something similar. So all year long, if you lose a tire, it's been a four race suspension for your crew chief, the car chief, the tire changer, and the jackman. Right? Christopher Bell last week had a tire come off and roll down pit road, and they didn't suspend anybody for it. And they said because he never left pit road and the tire never left pit road, it went 2 boxes over. So it was traveling fast enough that it went 2 boxes over in a short span of time. And it wasn't like he pulled out of his pit box and then back up and it was parallel with a pit box. He was at a 90-degree angle on pit road for them to put the tire back on. It should have been a suspension, and it wasn't. So they gave so many just arbitrary reasons why they didn't suspend anybody. That dude shouldn't have been disqualified. He didn't do anything wrong. 100th of a second, you're telling me that there wasn't anybody else in those blocks that didn't leave at the same time?
No, according to the computer, no. So basically, it's like, so what you're doing is you're saying
That's my house.
he is so good that you had to suspend him.
Exactly.
No, it's not at Adams. It's at mine.
Well, we don't have the thing for yours yet, do you?
I was just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You expect me to actually think before I'm clicking this damn button? I'm gonna have to think about what house it's at. Okay, that ain't even right. No.
Hang
I get one thing on this show, and he's got to take it from me.
Yeah.
So when are we going to be having, like, we got to start talking draft soon, don't we? Like, for our fans?
It is time.
Actually, a guy in the barber shop said Jonathan Taylor's the #1 pick overall, and I was like, no.
Don't take him. Don't take him.
No.
You go to MIA, says check my team name. That was the other thing I was going to bring up. Did you hear the Leonard Fournette stuff?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so he just signed a new contract. New 3-year deal. Didn't show up to voluntary OTAs, which, whatever, they're voluntary. It rubbed a couple people the wrong way just because, hey, you're new to, you just signed a new contract and you're not going to show up to OTAs. As far as I'm concerned, they're voluntary. Shows up to mandatory mini camp. The report is last year he played at approximately 220, 223. He showed up to mandatory minicap at like 256.
Holy fuck.
Good Lord.
He going out for fullback?
No.
Yeah, son, you need to tone that down a little bit. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the rumor I saw the other day. It was over the weekend.
Well, I'm curious too, though, because remember last year in all our drafts that we had, because I was in all three with George last year, like all his, and there was always that one draft where it was like every single draft had that one where it was like, why the fuck was this guy taken this early? Like, you know, it's like
yes.
there was, you know, it was like, what the fuck? Like, it just fucked up everything.
I gotta say, I mean, that's the thing I love about George's drafts.
That's true. That is true. You never know what's gonna happen.
I was gonna say we had a discussion via chat over the weekend. It was like, is this person who I remember it to be? Yes, it is. Looking forward to it.
Is Durkin even in the one anymore, or is he out?
I doubt it.
I was gonna say he's not in any of mine.
He's in mine still, but that's it. I haven't heard from him, but that's not uncommon.
Right.
Usually the summer months I won't hear from him.
Say, dude, I give him the credit though. Dude looks good though with all that weight he's lost.
Yep.
Almost didn't recognize it for a minute. I kind of do miss
Yeah.
the whole him and Suds going back and forth about Stafford being a top 10 quarterback or whatever, you know, and it'd be nice to see him pop in one of these days and surprise us.
I mean, not to toot anybody else's horn, but so my question is Stafford a top 10 quarterback?
He was last year.
Yes, he was.
Looks like he's a top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old preseason. Oh, wait, that's the end of season ranks. Gotcha.
Right. This is the end of season points from last year.
Brady, Batter, Allen, Mahomes, Staffy. I'm Prescott.
I'm going to draft Baker Mayfield.
Oof. That Baker Mayfield with that nice big Carolina logo,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to take some getting used to.
I like the fact he's sandwiched in between Bridgewater
And
two the same team.
And under Goff.
Well, you know. Goff's got that shiny new rookie wide receiver that isn't going to see the field till like November.
Jameson.
Yeah. I don't care if he plays this year at all. Get that knee healthy.
So who plays, Carson Wentz or Heineke?
Wentz.
Probably Wentz. God, even Derek Carr made the top 10.
Yep.
Damn.
Is that Kyler there? Or he's close.
Yeah, Murray's right under Carr.
Yeah, so 11. Wait, what's the status with him? Like, did he get his contract yet? Like, I know he's been bitching about that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well,
I'm pretty sure though he said he's showing up regardless.
Right, yeah.
So
But I just know Burrow and Lamar are like the next two to get contracts, you know, and the Browns kind of fucking ruined that for everybody with the $230 million guaranteed.
yeah. George, literally, I changed my team name to try to scare people away from Jonathan Taylor.
I don't even know, like, we're.
My team name is Taylor Blew His ACL.
Yeah.
Well, if Akers drafts him, he will blow an ACL.
That sounded loud enough to be outside.
Yeah,
that's the one that just left George's house coming past mine.
Yeah, this is this of course is going to change because I got to move all the people around again, and have the new people and other people and get all that together, unpack a house, get my own football stuff coordinated for the kids, and the junior high.
Do me a favor real quick. Since you have this up,
Yep.
go to where you were, go to wide receivers. Don't go to wide because they've got them ranked already this year, right? Or no? Like the default ranking. That's alphabetical. So they don't have there we go, productions. So wide receiver. Find me DK Metcalf.
Amari Cooper's third. Holy fuck.
Crap.
Uh-huh. Now, let's see. So they have Pittman above him, Johnson above him, Hardman above him, Amon Ross St. Brown.
Gabriel Davis?
I say, yeah, Davis was the one I was going to say, too.
Wait a minute. Who was drunk when they freaking came up with this crap? Russell Gage? Oh, my God.
I can't get over the fucking Amari Cooper number 3.
Well, I mean, you've seen the rest of the list, so how much do you buy into that?
Yeah, true.
Well, I guess it's depending on who's throwing to him, so that. But even Lockett is still up there.
Yeah.
Like, wait a second.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. So, I thought I'd. It was funny. The first time I looked at it, they actually had St. Brown directly above him, and that's what caught my eye. I was like, oh, we have St. Brown above Metcalf, huh? Interesting. I got to bring this up.
Who's going to be the quarterback? Is it going to be Locke or is it going to be fucking Geno?
God, which one would you want?
I don't know. Let me ask Bryce.
That moth is killing George. Look at him. He's looking like he's going crazy there.
Yeah, it's 10 after. End this damn thing.
Yeah, I got to go too.
Don't make me hit the damn button.
Got his ass.
Bye, Bruiser.
Bruiser's
he said, fuck it. Yep, I'm out too. Later.
All right, later, everybody.
Catch y'all on the flip side.